Hey everyone, and welcome to our 2024 series on our African adventures. This is Future Rob introducing you to this video series. Now, first of all, we are visiting Zimbabwe and we are going to Victoria Falls, so we're going to tell you what that's like, give you some tips about that trip, and then we are crossing the border into Botswana and we are going to Chobe for a few days where we'll be doing a land safari and also a river safari. Then we're crossing the border back into Zimbabwe and taking a flight down to Cape Town, and you'll see that we left in absolutely torrential rain on this tiny little plane, and for those of you who follow the vlog know that I don't really like flying. So we're then getting down to Cape Town. We are driving into the countryside to visit a little town called Riverboat, and then heading up into the mountains where we are spending a few days stargazing and exploring that territory before driving down into Cape Town, spending some time exploring there before settling into our Airbnb. Now, I'm here for just over 2 months, and I'll be telling you about the different parts of Cape Town you can stay in, and also hopefully sharing the love of why we love South Africa so much. I'll also be sharing some really exciting news with you. So, Future Rob signing out. Let's go right back to the beginning where we've just landed in Zimbabwe after a rather long flight. Hi, we're James and Rob, and this is our dog Oscar. We love travel in all its forms, so join us on our next adventure as we head out on the road again. Hello from Zimbabwe. We have made it here and we are at the Zambezi River Lodge. Zambezi River Lodge. There's James. We've just arrived after a long old trek. Just thought I'd do a bit of filming while it's quiet. And then we're going to chill out by the pool. It's extremely hot and quite humid because it's the rainy season here at the moment. So you can see we're right by the, oh my god, there's a lot of bugs. We're right by the Zambezi River, and tomorrow night we're going on a river cruise, which is like a cruise down the Zambezi, spotting animals in the sunset and having dinner as well. So obviously we'll take you along with that as well. So we're in Zimbabwe for a couple of days, and it's the rainy season at the moment, so it's not the peak tourist season, but you can see that it's a little bit cloudy, but it's very hot and humid. James has found some mushrooms. Oh, look at that one.
It's like a big
it is. Yeah, look.
Zimbabwean fairy circle.
Why do mushrooms grow in circles? If you know, leave a comment and let us know. Anyway, more interestingly than the mushrooms is the Zambezi River, so we'll go and have a look down here. And apparently in the evenings lots of water hogs come up here, and you can see there's some animals that have done some rather large poos. Hippos.
Hippos come up here.
Wow.
And warthogs.
So yeah, this is where the river cruises leave from in the evenings. And go down. There we go, you can see the boats there. And go down the river and see what animals you can find. We're just getting our bearings of the hotel at the moment. It's a nice hotel. They have a free shuttle bus to the Victoria Falls, which we're going to tomorrow, so obviously we'll take you along with us, and the rooms are comfortable. I'll show you around the room later, and they overlook the river, and we are staying here on a bed and dinner, half board, so breakfast and dinner, although tomorrow night we're not having dinner here because we're going to go on the river cruise, but we will tonight, so we'll let you know what that's like. You can hear a helicopter in the distance because you can obviously take a helicopter ride over Victoria Falls, which would be amazing if I didn't have a fear of heights, although we did get amazing views of Victoria Falls as we were coming into land. So James took some pictures, so I'll superimpose them now so you get that high level view of the falls. Anyway, here is the bar. Beautiful water feature here, and a sign telling us to be careful about the animals. The Zambezi bar there, and then the restaurant. Well, the restaurant's over there. Yeah, and then that's perhaps the breakfast area. And here's the pool, so we got the pool. Because we're here, it's January the 14th now. Because we're here in January after Christmas, it's not the peak. It's not the peak season. Maybe over there. It's not the peak season, so it's, as you can see, it's not that busy at the moment. Anyway, we're going to go and try and find some tabs and somewhere to sit in the shade because it's very warm. We'll catch you guys later. It's been a lovely afternoon. We had a swim by the pool and then we went for a little quick nap and ended up sleeping for 3 hours. So it's now 6 o'clock. We are getting ready for dinner. It is a lovely evening. Let's turn you around. You can see the view from our balcony. It's definitely getting cooler and it's a lovely evening. So we're going to have a drink and then head off to the restaurant for dinner. We'll take you along with us. If you're staying at the hotel, you can get a free shuttle bus to Victoria Falls. So you can see the times. We just need to let them know what time we want to go. And then we'll be getting a shuttle tomorrow morning to Victoria Falls. Welcome to a rainy Victoria Falls. We've just paid to come in. We're going to stand here. And if you're international, it's $50 to get in. It's quite a slow process. But anyway, as you can see, we are sporting a rather sexy poncho. These were $10 to rent, but unfortunately it's a bit rainy this morning, and obviously as we get to the falls it's going to get really rainy. So anyway, we're going to walk from one end of the falls to the other, and we'll take you along with us. It's all very well signposted and the paths are nice, although it's slippery, and there's James in the distance. Wave. It's doubly wet today because it's peeing with rain, and of course you're going to get wet from the waterfall as well. And the ponchos are $10 to rent. These are nice and waterproof, but you're going to get hot. So there we go. Hopefully you've seen some good footage of Victoria Falls, although it was pouring with rain a lot of the time and my poor GoPro started giving up the ghost. So hopefully I've got some good footage. Anyway, we have come back to the exit where you've got rid of our ponchos, which you can rent as you come in. You paid your tickets. As you come in, you can turn left and there's a little shop selling water and so on, and you can rent to a poncho for $5, which is worth doing because they're nice and strong and they kept us dry. And then you can walk, and I think there's 16 different points along the way. Now, a good tip is to get here early for two reasons. One, because you avoid the crowds, and two, because it's before it gets too hot and humid. Seems like the pattern of the weather in the rainy season, which is January when we're here now, is raining in the morning and then hopefully sunny in the afternoon. Anyway, we have stopped at the cafe. We decided not to walk to the Lookout Cafe, but we've stopped at the cafe in the actual park itself, and we've ordered some baobab smoothies and a panini for lunch, so we'll let you know what we think then. So if you're coming here, make sure you brought some waterproof and that you're taking pictures with a waterproof camera, because even if it's not raining, you're going to get wet because of the spray from the falls.
It's called Mosiotunya in the local language. Basically, it means the smoke that thunders. Because, some parts of the falls you can't actually see the falls itself because of the amount of spray that comes up. It's just this white mist.
So we're in the Zimbabwe part, and then
the other side of the falls, where it actually goes over, that's the Zambia side. When you get to Livingston Island, you can see the people in Devil's Pool, Nutters, right on the edge. But I think from the Zimbabwean side it's better, but at least you're looking at the falls itself. It's nicely done.
the bridge.
You got, is it Bite Bridge? I forgot. The bridge itself between Zimbabwe and Zambia, and you can bungee jump off that if you want.
Which you did when you do that?
Back in the 90s.
Mad.
111 meters.
Wow.
So, it's been nice actually.
And you need what, like half a day, don't you really?
I'd say a good 3 hours if you did it on a whistle stop tour. But a nice half day's worth will see you through.
We got the free shuttle bus from our hotel, so wherever you're staying, check to see if there's a free shuttle bus. Now, a really important point is to make sure that you have got your malaria treatment before you come here. So go to your GP and get the malaria tablets, because malaria is not too bad here apparently, but we're going to Botswana as well, where malaria is more prevalent, so you obviously don't want to end up getting sick. So make sure you've gone to your GP in the UK. You will be able to get them out here, but it's going to be a private prescription. It's going to cost you a lot of money, so you're better off getting to your GP and taking the course where you take them for 2 weeks before, during, and then just after as well, and that will protect you from malaria. Yeah, and also it's interesting, I want to share that on this video because we've watched a lot of the YouTube videos leading up to this trip and no one mentioned that. So make sure that you don't fall foul and end up spending a fortune out here, or worse still, not being protected. But protect yourself before you come, and you'll be fine. Our smoothies have arrived, which is baobab smoothie. James, tell us about the baobab tree, or the baobab fruit.
It comes in a big pod, and then inside you've got loads of seeds that covered in this white powder. You can taste the aftertaste of baobab. It's kind of zingy, also known as the upside down tree because it looks like someone's picked it up, turned it upside down, because you've got a big bulb and then all the branches at the top that look like roots.
And how does it taste?
It's baobab. It's zingy.
So lunch has arrived and looks very nice. How much was this? About $12 or something? Or $8, but anyway, I've got bacon, cheese panini, James has got a chicken panini, and it looks good. Some garlic mayo, so it's a nice place to come and get some lunch. So we are on the Zambezi Breeze riverboat, getting ready to leave, hoping that the weather won't be too bad. James is just at the bar, it's getting us drinks. It's the view from the front of the boat.
At a place called Mwinilunga district near the Kalene Hills. Then the river goes all the way to the Indian Ocean with a total stretch of 2,700 kilometers. Okay, then as we talk about this area, the river then divides itself into 3 channels. This is the first channel where we are, and this is where we find the borderline for the 2 countries. We're talking of Zimbabwe behind me, then Zambia here, because the borderline lies right in the middle of this very channel. So this is right. So we are likely to come across some wildlife during the course of our cruise, talking of hippos, and of course different species of birds. But I will not guarantee for other wildlife like elephants, buffaloes, zebras, or giraffes, even crocodiles. Sometimes we come across these. I'll say it will depend on how lucky the day is.
So we're just on the move trying to spot some animals, and we can see some hippos in the distance over there. I saw a crocodile earlier, but I didn't catch it on the camera quick enough. And it's getting a bit windy as we start moving, and I can see the big grey clouds up ahead. So in the distance you can just see the spray from Victoria Falls. See, that's not the direction we are going. Oh yeah, and you can see it's the rain coming, and you can get a sense of how blowy it is. Oops! So the rain got the better of us, and you can see the rain clouds suddenly came in, everything went flying. Oop. Hopefully it will just be a quick shower. Weren't quite hoping for this.
So we've just had some bread and tahini, now we've got leek and potato soup, accompanied by a thunderstorm and lots of rain, although it does appear to be clearing up a little bit.
A bit of some hippos. Come to Africa in the middle of their summer and wear a blanket.
Everyone's wearing a blanket.
It's getting a bit chilly in the evening, though one of us was smart enough to bring a jumper with them. One of us also. Go on again. Here's James's large piece of meat. Here's my tiny piece of meat. Anyway, it looks nice. Yeah, but it's... No, anyway, it looks very nice. So, let's see what it's like with a smear of... Everyone said how good the low light camera is on this. So dessert has arrived finally with a nice glass of amarula, and we are just sitting in the dark, capturing the end of sunset. See the moon